The surreal journey of an accidental guardian. The Minutes of an Accidental Guardian tells of a unique and surreal experience. A man wakes up in a dream that is not his own and discovers that he is helping to keep at bay a colossal being trapped in the Nightside, a dimension where other beings that could easily be humanity's most terrifying monsters are contained by sleeping minds. Although it was not his duty to be there, for a few minutes he becomes an accidental guardian, facing the terror of that world. When he wakes up, he understands that his brief service was crucial to maintaining the balance between dimensions, a story of bravery, mystery, and reflection on the limits between dream and reality. I woke up suddenly in the backseat of a car that was racing at full speed down a mountain road. Around me, a desperate driver and a co-pilot who screamed incessantly. I looked back and saw the monster. A gigantic being obscured by the amount of dust left by the car. Its black eyes could be seen as the void and roars could be heard that rumbled like storms. Someone next to me looked at me strangely and said, "You shouldn't be here. This isn't your job." Through the window, I saw how the colossal being moved towards us. It was like a mountain that approached ours, darkening everything in its path. "That's one of the trapped guardians of the Nightside," said the person next to me. "Those who dream on the dark side of the planet keep it locked away, but you shouldn't be here. How did you end up helping?" I didn't know how to answer. My companion began to explain, when half the world sleeps, their dreams form dimensions that contain these monsters. It is a vital task to maintain the balance between our world and theirs. But you do not belong in this cycle. Something or someone brought you here to do the service, even if it is for a few minutes. The monstrous being roared again, and the sound shook the car like nearby thunder. "Your dreams are not prepared for this," my companion continued, "but for some reason, you have taken the place of a dreamer at this moment. And now, even if you are only here for a few minutes, you are part of the dimension that contains it." As the car moved forward, I remembered small details from my previous dream. A sense of calm, a peaceful landscape. Suddenly, something had changed, and I was drawn here. "Some stronger dreamers can sustain the monsters for hours, even days," my companion said. "You, however, won't last long, but those few minutes may be enough." The co-pilot turned to me, his face full of despair. "Keep your mind focused," he shouted. "If you lose control, its strength will intensify." My mind struggled to remain stable. Each roar of the monster was like a direct blow to my thoughts. I began to understand that my presence was not a mistake, but a temporary and necessary intervention. Despite the fear, I felt a strange strength within me, as if my mind, though inexperienced, could bear the weight of that task for a brief instant. "You're doing well," my companion said. "Few could hold out, but you're managing. Just a few more minutes, and the dreamer you replace will take its place again." The monster began to slow down. Its roars, though still rumbling like thunder, felt more distant. "That's enough," my companion said. "Balance is restored for now. Your time here is over. But don't forget what you saw. You did better than anyone could have expected." His words echoed with gratitude and relief. The road faded away, and I felt like my body was floating in a quiet void. I opened my eyes and I was in my bed, my breathing quickening and my heart pounding. Though I knew it had all been a dream, part of me felt like it had been real, that those few minutes had made a difference. Since that night, I value every moment of sleep, not just as rest, but as part of a delicate balance. I realized that, though my task was brief, I was an accidental guardian on the Nightside, helping to keep at bay forces that should not cross into our world. And now, every time I close my eyes, I wonder if I will be called upon to serve again for a few more minutes.